Hey guys, welcome back to the main event. I'm Daniel, and yeah, tonight finally we're finishing up our WCW trilogy, if you will, and this is BattleBowl. Ready, set, BattleBowl. There you go. So we're going back to November 20th, 1993, at the Pensacola Civic Center in Pensacola, Florida, in front of like 7,000 fans, and the main event is the BattleBowl Battle Royal. This is one of those. Okay, I'm a big fan of. I'm realizing now as I'm going back and watching this. I never seen a BattleBowl Lethal Lottery thing ever. If you would have asked me before, like one of my favorite pay-per-views WCW did, World War III, my number one. I love the 60-man Battle Royal. People think it's a bit of a clusterfuck. I liked it. War Games, Fall Brawl would have been my next one. And then Halloween Havoc was just up there because I love the idea of a Halloween-themed pay-per-view. I just think it's awesome. However, I'm digging the Lethal Lottery. Of course, I know it never had its own pay-per-view until now. So yeah, let's get into it. Of course, at this point, it's funny because they're already starting to try to take over the pay-per-view market. WWF, for the most part, only ran 4 until 92. Now, there were exceptions, of course, like this Tuesday in Texas and shit like that. But for the most part, they just had their big 4. And even in 93, when, and at that point, usually WCW just ran 4 too. Of course, it kind of switched to which ones they used. Starrcade was usually the main one, so was Great American Bash and whatnot. But even in like 93, they started bumping theirs up. And of course, at one maybe 92 they bumped up to 5, but then 93 92 they had like 6 or something like that. But 93 they had 7, and at this point WWF just caught up and did 5 because they added King of the Ring as a full-time pay-per-view, and it's still going to be 2 years away before they start adding In Your Houses for every month. So at this point, WWE's trying to edge them out and provide more pay-per-view content throughout the year. And of course, in this step, what they're doing here is the same month that they're doing Survivor Series over in WWF, they decided to hold BattleBowl. I keep wanting to say Brawl. It seems like Brawl. BattleBowl. Which was, past 2 years, was a big thing at Starrcade. But they decided, no, we got better plans for Starrcade. Let's give BattleBowl its own pay-per-view. This is, of course, the only BattleBowl pay-per-view. They did not commit to this at all. Which is a shame, because I really like this concept. But, it is what it is. So let's get into it, shall we? Because we all know the rules. They take, and I'm not sure. I think they had more than what they drew, because that was like the whole point. Like you had 40 wrestlers to draw from, but only 32 got to compete. We get to see Vader and Cactus Jack early on. They had to team up, and yeah, I'm sure you had other partners had to fight each other, shit like that, and just random weirdness. I thought it was weird Dave Boy Smith did not make it to the finals. Because once again, and unless they did the real, I don't think they did it real. I think this was all predetermined, like every bit of it, which still makes it weird. Because I'm like, you could have easily wrote Road Warrior Hawk and Dave Boy Smith on one side to beat Kane and Rip Rogers. I don't know, or not Kane, it's Cole. Sorry, Booker T. It's Booker T. who it was. But it's like I don't know who the fuck Rip Rogers was. Apparently, his gimmick was he was like the James Ellsworth of that time, just a little bitty pussy dude who just got his ass handed to him. But that was so. It just even weird that Dave Boy Smith, who was teamed up with Cole, lost that match to Hawk and Rip Rogers. Like he didn't even attempt to jump in there and break up the pin. It was odd. So I don't know if Dave Boy Smith's on his way out right now or what. Because I don't think he comes back to WWF until '95. So we're still a good year away from that. So, anyways, it is what it is. 94 now. I can't remember. Anyways. So yeah, so we got a pretty good mix of people, and once again they did what they upgraded back to 16 in the main event, because the previous year BattleBowl, which was ridiculous because they only had 16 to begin with, like you literally end up with just 8 in the main Battle Royal, which was just very weak sauce. It just looked bad and everything else. But here we got 16. They do go ahead and tell you that the ramp is now considered inbounds. You get thrown over the top rope, you land on that ramp. Guess what? You're safe. I'm sure it only counts to a certain point, though. Like, we didn't see anybody go back to the entrance way, which I think would have been funny, but they didn't. So, yeah, because, last year we had that whole thing where someone went over, and they just kind of slightly rode over to the ramp, and then it was like, nope, you're out. So, this year we're going to get them We're going to make sure you're safe. You get that ramp. A couple of there know who the fuck they were. Rip Rogers being one of them. And they're a guy named King Kong. And apparently his partner is Awesome Kong. Not to be confused with the Awesome Kong that, the female wrestler. But, yeah, King Kong. I guess. This big fat dude in a mask, with an S&M mask. It was just kind of weird. But, yeah, that was a dude, apparently. At one point, there was a wrestler named King Kong who was a part of the tag team. I guess they were Kongs. I don't know. Anyways, so that was new to me. We had the Nasty Boys in this match. Cactus Jack, Johnny B. Bad, or Johnny B. Good. No, Johnny B. Bad. Johnny B. Good was a song. Johnny B. Bad's a wrestler. Vader, Ric Flair, Stunning Steve Austin, which I'll probably refer to as Stone Cold throughout, just because. I'm trying to think who else was in this thing. I think maybe, was Rick Rude in this? Did I have to cheat? Am I going to cheat? Yeah, there's Rick Rude. So anyways, yeah, we had Paul Orndorff coming back. He looked really old in this thing. Yeah, just a handful of people here. So, let's get to the match. Damn good. I mean, I'm a big fan of battle royals anyway. I know some people like it, some people don't. My friend Steve from the Mid-Card Mania, he hates battle royals. He's just like, there's just no thought process or story. I'm like, no, you just never seen a good one, I guess. So I like battle royals. I love the unpredictability of them all. I liked them more as a kid. I do realize now as an adult I don't like them as much, but still fun to watch. Yeah, not a whole lot of crazy. Like I said, one thing I didn't notice right off the bat was the cameraman, I won't blame the cameraman. The guy in the truck never had his finger on the right buttons. Like early on, there's like 3 or 4 eliminations that you don't even see because he's focused on someone else. And I'm like, wow, you guys do not have your shit together. Like Vince is on top of that shit, or I guess Kevin Dunn, or whoever was running at this time, 93 back then. But either way, it was like, seriously guys, get your shit together. No, they don't have their shit together. Literally, you keep seeing you keep hearing these random eliminations, like, Paul Orndorff's been eliminated. I'm like, who? What? What do you mean, when? Why? And then, of course, they like, oh, here's the instant replay, and you're like, oh. That happened several times throughout. That got a little old right there. Comes down to, I believe, I can't remember the final 4. I know the final 3, maybe it's Dustin Rhodes. Maybe it's Dustin Rhodes and, Sting, Vader, and Austin, but Dustin Rhodes don't last too much longer beyond that. Which I thought was, once again, I'm cheating. Dustin Rhodes in there? I don't see him. Maybe I was wrong. I'm not looking. Anyways, I do know the final 3 was Austin, Sting, and Vader. And it's funny because Austin and Sting get toppled over the top rope and they end up landing on the ramp. But then, like, Austin just rolls over into the floor and they're like, well, he's eliminated. I was like, really? That's how you get yourself out, I guess. But Sting comes back in. Him and Vader go at it. And then Sting goes for the Stinger Splash. Vader moves. And Sting just eats rope and goes over. Vader wins the final Battle Bowl. I guess his ring and everything else, I guess. They didn't have a big ring ceremony this time like they did last time. They didn't emphasize the ring at all, hardly. I don't know if they still did it or not. But anyways, Vader wins it, and there you have it. So yeah, let's talk a little bit of Fallout. Because it was after this, Ric Flair, who apparently had an altercation before this. They met in this Battle Royal. Flair decides to challenge Vader for the title. And, of course, this was set up their match at Starrcade. But we'll get to that later. Yeah, and then, of course, this will be the last time we would see the Battle Bowl pay-per-view ever. And then this will be the last time we see the Battle Bowl itself for, like, 3 years. I think they brought it back in '96 for one time only, and then it went away. Which, once again, hate to see that because I really liked it. I think TNA has their own version of it. They call it something different for legal reasons, obviously, but yeah, or I guess it's not TNA anymore, but TNA, when it was TNA, it had their own version of it. So yeah, anyways, there you go. That was Battle Bowl. So yeah, what I think of it, I really liked it. Like I said, it's a fun battle royal. I like the tournament. I love tournaments like this. This didn't feel overwhelming. Like I said, you had 8 matches and then the battle royal, so that's enough right there. I like that. 16 guys in the ring. Like I said, nothing but main eventers clobbering each other, except for Rip Rogers. Once again, it seems weird they did not have Davey Boy Smith in there. I don't know. They're trying to protect him by making him lose and making he looks stupid. That's what Jason Ventura like. Jason's like, why didn't he just throw in there and try to break it up? Because he doesn't. Because the way that match, and I'm not to say the main event, I know, but prior to the main event, the last match is Hawk and Rip Rogers against Cole and Davey Boy Smith, and like Hawk's beating up Cole, and he picks up Rip Rogers, his partner, and just launches him on Cole, and of course that takes Cole out 1, 2, 3, but Davey Boy Smith don't even jump in there, like he didn't even care, like he's on his way out. That's what I felt like, he's on his way out. But either way, you know, like I said, this match was good. Vader won. I like that. I always like when a big guy wins a battle royal because I just feel like they always put so much emphasis on like, well, he's the favorite because he's big, and I'm like, almost every Royal Rumble I've ever seen, with the exception of the Yokozuna winning, the big guy gets taken out quickly because it's like everybody gangs up on him. So it just seems like, I don't know, it just seems right to have the big guy win a battle royal. You know, because I mean, I grew up in the era and seen many battle royals with Andre the Giant, and he always won the battle royals. You know, so I like when a big guy wins, and Vader definitely won this one. So yeah. There you go. That's this. So let me know what you guys thought of this match in the comment section down below. Tune in next week. We do Survivor Series 1993. Going back to WWF, finally. This wasn't a bad stay this weekend. I ain't gonna lie. It could have been a lot worse. So, yeah, had some fun in WCW this weekend. So, alright, that's all I got, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time.